Thank you, and I thank the Prime Minister. Thank my colleagues. Members, members.
Hello, JPU family. Welcome to another episode of Jamaica Politics Late Night. I'm sorry about the technical difficulty I was having earlier. Just for some reason, that happens once in a while. Try to upload stuff, it works, sometimes it doesn't. Nonetheless, I'm here. Welcome. So, as you can see in the title here, balling in our parliament because Dr. Nigel Clark made his final speech and everybody bidded him farewell. The opposition leader was not present, so leader of opposition business, Philip Paulwell, member of parliament for East Kingston, Port Royal, he was there. If you were paying attention, you would have seen that Paulwell was the first person to rise and shake Nigel Clark's hand and say goodbye, followed by Michael Phillips and Julian Robinson. So, it was a somber moment because this is the House of Parliament, guys. And these guys, they're there every day, you know, dealing with the country's business, exchanging ideas, opposing each other, cheering for each other. It's always a somber moment when the people that you work with every day leave the parliament, whether it be into retirement or for other reasons. It's always a somber moment. I don't think I've ever seen a situation where somebody is leaving and, it's always, it's been nice working with you kind of thing. So, Dr. Clark too was a bit, you know, he's going to miss his job. He's going to miss his old job of being the finance minister of Jamaica. This is a new chapter for him. He leaves at midnight. He starts his new job on Halloween, the 31st of October. So, if I'm not mistaken, he's probably flying out tomorrow with his family to start this new chapter of his life. His kids are probably going to go to a new school. His wife is probably going to have a different job. It's all a transitional period, and it's always good to leave an old job on good terms. So it was nice. He thanked his colleagues, the Prime Minister, and he also had some words to say to the Parliament and to the country, to his colleagues. Have a listen, guys.
Government and opposition lawmakers on Tuesday hailed Finance Minister Dr Nigel Clark as a remarkable minister who served with distinction. He will resign at midnight to take up a Deputy Managing Director post at the International Monetary Fund. And in his reply in the House of Representatives, Dr Clark said his heart was full as he urged Jamaica to prioritise public investments because income growth is not sufficient to sustain progress. Prime Minister Andrew Holness is expected to announce a new finance minister shortly.
Yeah, so far we don't know who that new finance minister is going to be. But personally speaking, I have faith, that the Prime Minister, he made a good decision when he appointed Dr. Clark, and I think he has the judgment to appoint somebody who's going to do a good job. So, it's just one of those things. You got to move on sometimes. And that's what we saw today. So as you can see, Nigel say, you got to do some other things to produce more growth and to continue with development. Those are good words and good words of encouragement and good advice as he's leaving. So we'll see. We'll all be following Nigel on social media, watching his progress at the IMF, see what he's going to be doing over there. They can't wait to have him because they've only been saying nice things about Nigel and also about Jamaica. So he should get a warm welcome. Probably already have him home or wherever he's staying picked out and exciting. Anyway, Paulwell is in trouble. Let me tell you know why. Philip Paulwell is in big, big trouble. Guys, when you come in, I beg you for please to like the live and me sound sad. Them in a most sad if the finance minister gone, man. Yes, man. But me glad for him stayed away, no bad mind thing. Glad for him stay away. Him get a big work. It's a big deal. you know. But I mean, when you see everybody coalesce around him on the government side and 1 and 2 from the opposition side, you really get to see that we're not enemies. You know what I say, guys? Politically speaking, we're not enemies, and all this venom that comes from Mark Golding and others. It's like at the end of the day, we're Jamaicans. We might have some different ideas in terms of policies and stuff like that, but it's never a hate thing, in my view. And to see the type of hate, the lies that people tell on each other, are the lies that these guys tell on their fellow members of parliament. And then it's just sad. You know what I say? I just saw me see it. So maybe it's a good thing that Mark Golding was not there. And Peter Bunting too, because let's not forget, the things them. I soon get to that. Let me tell you now why Paul will in that trouble now. Lord have mercy. Me I go tell you now why Paul will in that trouble. I'm sure that you guys have heard before that Nigel Clark, when he was going into politics, he went to the PNP. He wanted to be part of the PNP. He wanted to join the PNP. That's what I was told by reliable sources. Not just today or yesterday, but, I've been told that. And I was also told that me not go call no name. But Nigel was told that no space no over here right now. We not recruit right now. That kind of language, And so he said, okay. And he went to the JLP. And the JLP take him in. So today now, while they bid farewell to Dr. Clark, this is what Paulwell him go say. Read it with me, guys. Let me take this off the screen. Philip Paulwell said, he is from distinguished high pedigree PNP stock. It is still the hope that after his, his sojourn and when he comes back, he might very well come back home. That's what Paulwell go say, They said Nigel is one of the finest to have walked the halls of this chamber. Today we pay tribute to you. The house hails Nigel Clark. I forget which media house put up the sitting where Paul will say all the mainstream media entities, wrote about it today. And then they make it clear what Paul will say. So here is where Paul will go in a big trouble now. Remember Sir Peter Bunting bad mind Nigel from when, For those of you who don't know, I'll play back the video and let you hear what Peter Bunting really feels about Dr. Clark. Here goes.
So on. What do you think are his kind of strengths or weaknesses, as you see it?
Well, I think Nigel is clearly somebody who is also, has outstanding academic achievement and qualifications. In a sense, he reminds me of the black Englishman of colonial times, where the sort of who aspired to be sort of black royalty. Somebody like Hugh Small's father, Justice Small, was spoken about in those ways. You had somebody like Ludlow Moody, Dr. Ludlow Moody, who was Norman Manley's brother-in-law, very much in that sort of mold, the
Esquire type.
The Esquire type, great English, British education.
It kind of sounds like they're describing Mark Golding. Yes, so that is what Peter Bunting really thinks of Nigel Clark. Peter Bunting wouldn't have the decency to say a genuine farewell, job well done to Nigel Clark. It's not within his nature to do that. You just heard what he said about Dr. Clark. So for Paulwell now, go take up for himself, go big up Nigel, and say all those lovely things about him, about how him come from a PNP stock and I hope him come back to Jamaica, him come back home. I'm sure Paulwell said that lightheartedly. Or maybe he meant it, I don't know. But when Bunting hear what Paulwell said about Nigel, and when him go pick up his phone and call Mark Golding and say, yeah, you what the one Paulwell say? Bad mind. So look out for you say anything happen to Paulwell now. Me not laughing guys. Look out and listen out for hear say something happen to Paulwell because so then stay Yes, man. So Nigel shame and critic them. When you say me sound sad, but guess what? Nigel another type of politician where I gotta do certain things. And one of the reasons why I'm glad for him say my leave and him gone to a less hostile environment to work is because you see, when you hear the things them a Bunting say about him, and when you know them stay and know their style, better Nigel go on here, man. Are the best thing for him. Although him diss them back same way still, cause him say master marker angle them, but at the same time, you see through them is going down in terms of credibility. Well, them down credibility wise already. But them not really have nowhere to go. You know, when they at Jamaica, somebody look past somebody and say, say no nowhere to go. I bunting them that. And Nigel is going places. Whether they decide to stay at Jamaica or in get the big work over foreigner, in going places. And him still, even when pants big, but him still has the luxury of youth on his side, you know? Him look youthful, him carry himself youthful, him likeable and them sitting there. So when you're there around envious, jealous people, disrespectful people, bad mind people, character assassin, people who just get up and decide to them are gonna smear you and destroy your image. That is Peter Bunting them and Mark Golding. So me glad for him in that sense. And I'm being very serious. I'm being very serious. I'm very happy. And I think I just saw the universe and saw God did want it to work out under them circumstance. Yeah. You see, Andrew Holness go them. I played the video yesterday where Andrew Holness say him just do the Muhammad Ali and them sitting there and them throw the punches and do what they want to do. Andrew can't angle them, you know. But Nigel, oh God, a church in growing now. Make him go on, man. Alright, so moving on now. Wait there. Let me see something. I want to show now something what Peter Bunting say. When people talk to them wicked, you know. When people talk to them wicked, you have some people who come say, Lord, you know, I uno wicked. Uno not tap bring them down. But I not bring down. I expose. For sure you them wicked. I'm going to play one record, one video. And make you say. The Bunting say, I'm going to show you how that man are wicked. Listen to this, guys.
So the second thing I want to highlight from the report, staying squarely within the four corners, the Prime Minister is a man of many bank accounts. He's a man of many bank accounts. They speak specifically in the IC report to 28 bank accounts. I don't like how it's right now, look like.
Are the right video that? Lord Jesus. Well, on the guys, I forgot me play one of that video, but me only now go see me now. Are the same settings, but when I go hear something when I'm saying, I'm going to show now. Wait there. I'm going to find it. Alright, see it here. Wait, let me see if I.
From the report, staying squarely within the four corners, the Prime Minister is a man of many bank accounts. A man of many bank accounts. He reports to 28 bank accounts.
Well on there. Well on, guys, bear with me. Hold on. See it here. Listen up, guys.
Three things tonight. Because I realize that most people don't know watching this report. So here's the first thing. Over a 3-month period in 2020, $4.5 million in raw cash from unknown depositors deposited to the Prime Minister's personal bank account. And I think it was either 16 or 20 different occasions. Cash 20. Page 84 is applied. I never fear the trust fly memory. Very good. Then the Prime Minister's explanation, you didn't know. I just want you 3 things tonight.
All right. So, when just say a while ago, him accused the Prime Minister of unknown depositors to his account, right? This is some of the information from the deposits and so on and so forth. And in the same report, there's the account of people who made deposits. One of them are the one you're looking at here. You see the name of somebody named Norman Brown, and that was a reimbursement shareholder of Estate Bridge Limited, rental property, and so on. So the Prime Minister gave an account. He gave an account for deposits that were made to his account. We all know there's nothing illegal having your bank accounts, whether you have 50 of them over your lifetime or 2. Right? Your business, somebody, whatever. None of the bank, them never accused the Prime Minister of no wrongdoing. And that's the most important thing. You see Bunting them now? Bunting can't see in them future. Them know what hell them are going on. So, them just like a crash out and burn. Right? Them just plan for crash out and burn. Because them don't know for them destiny already. Straight to hell and gone. Because of the wickedness what them do. You understand? So, what them are doing now is try to look at comeback by any means necessary. And the world not have no more use to Bunting. The world done with Bunting all long from when. Because all them do is walk and bring down people character and disrespect people. And me have a video I go upload. I wonder if I should do it tonight. No, me go set it for the earlier morning. And I want to know if you watch that video there. Make sure someone share it all about. I don't even want to give you a clue what it's about. But it is to expose and uncover these people who are trying to play moral police. These people who are trying to suddenly play moral police. We're not going to see. We're not going to see them wickedness and what they do. I'm not going to ask yourself, where do they find the audacity to be going around lying on people, blatantly lying on people, right? The Integrity Commission concluded that they had no data. Me show no over here already. No data to suggest or to accuse the Prime Minister of illicit enrichment. That is very clear. Them could have called in feed all long, but they never do it that way there. So there's nothing to see here. Bunting is just trying to get a seat, and him can't go nowhere go settle him body. Because not a soul don't want him. So what him do? Him appear some look of people down at South Manchester to go protest against the MP, and that's as far as him can go. Him can't go settle go nowhere. Because if him go they go settle the people, them go burn him out. So all him have to do, all him do now, walk up and down pan podium, pan PNP podium. Because through Mark gone out, him tell himself say my deputy leader. I don't mind yes, Mark drop did that Canada, you know. Mark Golding is in Canada right now. In Mark Golding, Bunting me mean wouldn't mind yes, Mark Golding drop did that Canada. Remember me tell you no. Guys, on a joke me I make. No, this leads us to remember me telling you last night say I was going to bring the program what me did bring last night, but we push it back to tonight. About these polls, right? They came out with some poll on Sunday about Mark Golding a lead. Lord have mercy, me say they have done on this under one piece of pressure, you see people. Done on this under one piece of pressure, much to the point where done on this after in a PNP meeting. I beg the people themselves to come with unity. Come together, come with unity. Now if done on this thing did credible. See Paul there. Where they say, hold on, let me take this off my screen. They say likely voters for PNP is 39.3% and for JLP at 30.2%. And rare. Make we look on Dan and this, you know. This is the same Dan and this, you know, guys. Dan and this now run poll for them. From then decide to rise against their leader. And Dan and this take their money and trick them. Tell Bunting say, you are the man. Yes, you are the man. And what happened? We know the outcome of that already. Bunting get 2 thump underneath him belly. One from him leader and the other one from Rhoda. Dash him way. So I done on this, you know, the people them must say, and this is information that I get from the Rise movement. They must say, oh, we're going to put faith in a Dan and this when that happen. Them not no confidence in a Dan and this. Zero. Dan and this is trying, boy, I don't even want to blame him. They might use Dan and this for destabilize the government, destabilize the parliament, destabilize the politics, and them need to stop it. Because if they don't stop it, Dan and this is going to go to hell with them. Serious thing. Them started using this man for destabilize their own party and take down their leader. And Dan and this take the money and do what them tell him to do. And every 3 months, then give him a piece of money and then come with a poll every 3 months. When you see Andrew Holness take a rent a poster and buy a poster, I don't say he can't do it. Of course he can. But them reach a level of desperation and the same man which fool them up and trick them and disgrace and embarrass them. When the total opposite of when come with about Paul, with Bunting, are the same man them are use. Same look man. Them are tell the people them say them if you have faith in him. Some can go so. What can go so people? Tell the truth. Let me say that's something I got play. This is that give me a problem earlier why I never come on sooner. Well, let me see sitting here so.
Said I wonder what they're gonna come up with now. And they came up with some fake poll. Came up with a fake poll.
Yes, that's the thing that was giving me problem. But I'm gonna play it for you guys. Make sure someone can hear it. More want to know if you remember good. Whether gentleman here say I'm wife funeral. Let me find it. Where the man say I'm wife funeral. See it here.
I wonder what they're gonna come up with now. And they came up with some fake poll. Came up with a fake poll.
You know, so I don't no luck tonight. I don't have no luck tonight because there's something that give me a problem there. But you know what? Hold on there. Let me find one that works. I don't know what this. Hold on there, guys. May I come? The people them will never see the funeral and see how the man go on with them. And then fake poll. Because the man know their style, you know. Then fake poll. Hold on there, see it here. I think I hit this. Jeez, I'm sorry. I don't think I have it. If I come across it, I'm gonna be looking as I'm talking to you guys. If I come across it, I will share it with you guys. But this poll tactic where them use.
Came up with some fake poll. Came up with a fake poll. I spoke to the person who facilitated the poll when he met me, turned his eye like that. Couldn't look in my face. You manipulate data to create some kind of hypothesis and then present that hypothesis as truth when the presenter at the time of the presentation knows it's false. In statistics, it's called a type 2 error. Fake poll, fake poll, fake poll.
Fake poll, the man said. Not my words. That is the husband of former PNP aspirant Andrew Moore. Fake polls, him say. Him say them are wicked, they manipulate data, present it as facts, call in the pollster, Ray, and him say fake polls. So not hear it from the man. Right? Now make we take a look at Dan Anderson as a pollster. Dan Anderson has been doing polls in Jamaica for some time. Him did go over St. Lucia, go talk some sitting and then beat him bad over there. Big pollster, you know. You know, one of the riser them said to me, say, when Dan Anderson did predict that the JLP that will win, if I did fake poll. No, that is a good question and that is a very interesting question, you know. But the thing about it is, when Dan Anderson run that the poll there, the JLP never pay him and make him manipulate things like what them people do. So Dan Anderson probably go out there and go get the proper sample for do the poll for true. But when Dan Anderson get paid for from them people have to do a manipulate, you know, for true. And that's what him a do. Dan Anderson look like same a polarizers them. You know, a poll on labor right. Labor right, so no talking I comment. You never get a poll from Dan. Dan Anderson explained St. Lucia poll. I believe this was 2016. Dan Anderson pointed out that the poll he conducted for the then governing St. Lucia Labour Party was done 8 weeks ahead of the general election, and as such could not be and was not a prediction of the outcome of the June 6th vote. Poopa Jesus, no sir. I want there so. Wait there. And this was responding to Wednesday's Jamaica Observer story that reported that the poll had shown that the SLP party in St. Lucia would have won the election with 11 of the 17 parliamentary seats. Jesus, Father. However, after the votes were counted, the opposition United Workers' Party triumphed with an 11-seat majority. Jesus, Father God. No, sir. No, sir. Guys, whenever you're not going to say it, and the same style him use with Bunting, you know. It look like, you know. Because look here, so. I want to put it on the screen and show you. May I come? I can try to put it on the screen. Dan go do the poll and say the opposite party, the party will lose. He said that the party did go win by 11. 11 out of 17, though. That would mean say the other party I go pick up what 7 seat. And so guys, hold on, let me think. Hold on, 6, not 7, 6. Sorry. And it come to be the total opposite. Only notice there's something wrong here, so. Just like how him do the poll with Bunting until Bunting said, you're more viable than Peter Phillips, then why the people, them, the comrades, them why you more than Peter Phillips? You can beat Andrew according to the comrades, them. And when it come down, Bunting lose to him leader and lose all him seat. What can go so? So him coming now. See it there. Him coming now. I tell, well on them, I'm put up about this real quick. Dan and this in a big problem, you know, guys. Dan and this now telling, look this so. This came out on Sunday in the Gleaner, where Andy poll revealed that the opposition party is growing, what I'd say, sinting or rather over the ruling JLP. So 28% said they don't sure. Dan and this is a 39% said them are going to vote PNP and 30% said them are going to vote JLP and 2.1 said them are going to vote. 2.1% said them are going to vote for a third party. That's how we done and this is say. So if him can go do that over St. Lucia in a 2016, if him go do that in a St. Lucia, go tell the people them opposite things and opposite things happen against film poll. And if him go come say that, that means say it is possible that by his poll, 39% of the people them are going to vote JLP and PNP go and get the 30%. Lord have mercy. I want somebody to tell me what can go so. No, sir. It's possible that what them do. Let me see what them did do with somebody tell me what them did do in 2016 in Jamaica with the JLP. Cause he make prediction for the JLP too. Well, I'm gonna finish read this phone. So him tell one party say. Him tell the opposition party. Are the opposition? St. Lucia one small country in people. I don't think St. Lucia 500,000 people. I think the population must have about less than 200,000 people. So I want a little bit of country. So it said, Anderson said he was commissioned by Dr. Kenny Anthony's SLP. Rotted wall. So hold on there. You see the party will commission him. And that's why the people them vex, you know. Thank you, Lola. Lola said 270,000 people over St. Lucia. Thank you. The people them were commissioned Dan Anderson. Dan Anderson tell the people them say them are gonna lose, you know. And where the hell? The people them were Dan Anderson. Wait, let me say, let me make sure say I saw it go. Dan Anderson pointed out that the poll he conducted, the governing party did hire him. Yes, and him tell the people them say them are gonna win. Okay, yes. So the governing party hire him to do the poll. Him tell them say them are gonna win 11 seats out of 17. That are the SLP party. And in the final result, at the opposition party win the 11 seats. No, sir. And what can go, so man? What a wicked duck. Go so they frightened. Go so they frightened. You know what, Dan Anderson, we don't want you nothing frying at Jamaica right now, I swear. Because the people them will commission him. Have a good night. Thank you for joining. The people them will commission Dan Anderson. Him tell them say them going to what? Them going to well. Now me want to know, somebody tell me in the comment if Dan Anderson was commissioned by the JLP in 2016. Tell me, guys. Let me see. In 2016, when Dan Anderson, them say, honest to God, I didn't see that poll. When him said JLP was going to win. So now tell me if moderator there tonight? Let me see. Hold on there. Moderator, good night. Sorry I didn't hear you up earlier. I did just want to get started as my coming through a little late. But I want to know if in 2016, if the JLP, the commission Dan Anderson. Okay. Tell me if the JLP, the commission in 2016. That's what I want to know. Because I want to see Dan Anderson as a habit of telling people what they want to hear when them commission him. All right. Voyage Events say Andrew doesn't use Dan Anderson. He uses a Caribbean pollster ever since he's Jamaica leader. How that the pollster there? Let me call the moderator and see. No, so I'm not call the moderator. Support the moderator lie down beside the woman. Lord Jesus. No, sir. Me not like mix up, you know. Moderator, the people them want to hear something from you in the comment. A banker bad-minded the Prime Minister for having 28 account. Make that make sense. I'm lost. Those words coming from a banker that robs so many Jamaicans from living their normal life in Jamaica. Bunting is an evil man. You wait, man. That upload that we may do tomorrow morning, make sure someone come look on it and you share it with everybody. Kauna Rossi. Okay, so you guys are saying the GLP did not commission him. All right. That's a lie. Dan said Sister P was going to win. Of course, me I hear that. Somebody tell me today said Dan Anderson predicted that the GLP was going to win 2016. That's important. We need to know. We need to know if when Dan Anderson get commission and get paid, if I saw him just tell people they want to hear. No, sir. A Trinidadian. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you for that information. So, tell me the reason why tell me the reason why the GLP no use Dan. Dan Anderson said the GLP would lose the 2016 election. Okay, so who did hire him them time there? Good evening, Frenchie. Good evening. Thank you for joining. Who did hire him 2016? Then I which school Dan Anderson go do, God? A person is supposed to make them a dangerous mistake, yeah, man. So much time. Me Jesus, I force me see this. When you do a poll, a scientific poll, a proper scientific poll, with a proper sample and them thing there, you're supposed to come close. You know, always go 100%, you know. Because what him go do now, go tell the people them over St. Lucia. The people them will hire him tell them say them predict say them going to win by 11 seats. And it got the opposite. They lose 11 seats. That's not within any margin of error. That's crazy. Good evening, Jamaica 411. Welcome. Yes, Bill Johnson, rest in peace. Bill Johnson was very good. I do agree with that. And Bill Johnson's polls were very detailed. When you listen to him give his explanation, explain his sample, very good. And as a matter of fact, I want to go a little further since we're talking about Bill Johnson. When the internal election did go on at the PNP, Bill Johnson was hired by Peter Phillips them. And Mark Golding and Peter Bunting hired Dan Anderson. As a matter of fact, them I use Dan Anderson from when them decide to them go and challenge Peter Phillips. And Dan Anderson them use for justify them challenge. And Bill Johnson, I never forget Bill Johnson went up to the Pegasus Hotel and him explained the poll finding. And when him explained the poll finding, I say, there's no way Bunting are going. And I saw it go for true. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Dan Anderson say, the people them say they want Bunting the area. And Dan Anderson never tell Bunting say, in going losing seat. So the last poll Bill Johnson did before he died, Lord Jesus, hold on there. I wonder if we can find a little excerpt there. Hold on. The last poll Bill Johnson did before he died, where our politics is concerned. Let me see if I can find it. Because he spoke about the findings of his poll. Hold on. Oh, wait there, man. Bill Johnson said that Mark Golding was doing worse than Peter Phillips. Those were his words. I'm quoting him. Him say Mark Golding has a lot of work to do to become a viable politician in Jamaica. Those were his words. No joke. And from Bill Johnson come out to that poll there, I think that was like months after Mark Golding said that he became the leader of the PNP. I see from Bill Johnson come out to that poll there, Mark Golding them higher than Andy so for come out to poll every 3 months or every month to come say something totally opposite. As some know said Dan Andy so do film poll them. And when people commission him just make them tell them what they want to hear. Because Bill Johnson come say something totally different, totally opposite, you know. Anyway, me don't know about Dan Andy's credibility. Me wouldn't use him neither. I wouldn't use him neither. I see, I don't know what's going on, but like in Jamaica, we should have at least a dozen pollsters. You know what I say, guys? We should have at least a dozen pollsters. Everybody should not fear depend on Dan Anderson. And we should not fear go overseas if we go get pollster. Should have one good half dozen pollster or at least half dozen pollster in a Jamaica. Good pollster too. I wonder if Dan Anderson got a pollster school. Also. Three-star, two-year attack, you know. I remember seeing that article. I do remember seeing that article. Guys, please to hit up the like button for me, please, and thanks. Carlstone was considered the greatest pollster, but he also messed up because he stopped doing the field work. Okay. Yeah, I heard he was good sometimes too. And the questions Bill asked were realist. Thank you, Geneva. I miss him so much. Anytime we hear about polls. The last polls that he did, it's on YouTube here too. On Mellow TV or Mellow FM. They hired him and commissioned him. And when his poll findings came out, they were so lengthy and detailed that there was an entire discussion, different episodes of discussions about his polls. When you look it up when you're done, and hear what he say in a theme polls. Him say Mark Golding worse than Peter Phillips, him say. And say Mark Golding has a steep uphill battle if you wanted to become a viable candidate. That's what him say. And you think say Mark Golding that take heed from that? No, sir. Mark Golding just call Dan Anderson If you can run poll every month, if you can try John out Bill. But everybody knows that Bill is more credible. Okay, thank you for that, Forever Youngster. Thank you. Bill Johnson did the Anne-Marie Vaz and Goatman poll in East Portland. Bill Johnson was a good pollster for sure. Dan selling feel good vibes. And look here, if Dan had this, hey, that's something how we can this, you know. If Dan had this, I got take the people their money and run the poll. And him don't get him PR. Dan had this business what will happen after that. That wicked is that, do you know? My gosh, man. Boy, me I tell. Go so people cuss Dan and this when they see him out the road, oh God. Eh? Lord of mercy. Nigel gone Pan American Airline tomorrow morning, guys. Wanna look here.
Thank you, and I thank the Prime Minister. Thank my colleagues. Members.
Nigel took his final bow out of the parliament. You know, I never see somebody bid farewell from the parliament and the opposition leader is not present. I've never seen it. Now to the question that I asked tonight now that we have talked about this whole poll thing, the question is, considering the fact that Mark Golding, Bunting and them have this tactic where them use against them own and against them own party members. And I call it a tactic because if you're going to appoint people or place people based on polls, those polls must be credible. If you have a practice or a habit of using polls to make decisions about people, then these polls must be credible. You know, say in a Lisa constituency, when Dayton Campbell went down there, same as the general secretary, and him go down there, go tell the people them say, the people them I work with one man when name Lord Jesus, say my name again. The man who replaced Lisa. Dr. Wanna soon tell me in a comment. Somebody must remember my name. The man down there work with the people them from when. Yeah, the man down there work with the people and people them know him, them like him, them say him is a good worker, him is a good representative. And all upon a sudden, no man, not Ryan Simpson, Dr. Russell. Yes, Dr. Russell. Thank you, Marva. So the people them they work with Dr. Russell, they can come out of nowhere. Me not talk about on the JLP side, me not talk about on the PNP side. Before, well on there, I wish our PNP put Ryan Simpson. Are you guys trying to tell me that they put him to replace Dr. Russell? So, Dayton Campbell go down there, go interrupt the people them flow. And him go down there, go tell the people them, say, listen, we run a poll and we're going to replace Dr. Russell with, I think a Wavel Hines, they made that try put there. And the people then call me, because the people them know more ball out and bring them down. And the people them say, we want your help. We want help down here because Dayton Campbell I come tell you about poll and nobody no poll. We only know about no poll. And when they know that man there, a Dr. Russell, we are deal with their son. And the people them rush him and say, we no bring nobody else coming here, PNP going to lose a seat here. Straight up. And when him realize that him not getting nowhere with them with this poll argument to him come with. Because the people them say, me ask them, say, anybody poll or no? They say nobody no poll way. Nobody at all don't poll way. So they had to let the democratic process work and let the people choose their representative. The same thing with them though, with Alfred Dawes. I don't know if they tell the people them about poll, but not a soul don't want Alfred Dawes. And the people them say, they rather take Kartel more than Dawes. I'm not joke, me I tell you not true something. So if you're going to be using polls, you ought to be making sure that the people who are being represented participate in this poll thing at the very least, right? So it seemed to me, and it's very clear to me, that the PNP, especially these guys, they use these polls as a weapon to remove people, disadvantage people and them something there. Only see them use it, the same tactic them use from Dr. Phillips, and them end up lose to Dr. Phillips. Than and this so cause that pandemic. So the question I ask is, will this poll tactic where them been using on Andrew Holness and the JLP work? Would you guys agree that they're using the same poll tactic or trying to use the same poll tactic on the government? That's what they've been doing. They've had done on this running polls since 2020. Almost every month they have a poll coming out. And at them PM, I must see this poll come out Sunday. Them say, me no know. Them say, I know them commission Dan, as somebody else commission him. For years, them a commission Dan for run poll for the government. So me want to ask you now, the failed poll tactic when they use from Peter Phillips, fail. Them come back with it now, I come use it pan the government and pan Andrew. Do you think it going to work? Will it work on Andrew? And that I want to know, because I don't say Andrew them a run back the poll pan them. I feel like it would be very interesting. We want to have at least 3 set of polls, guys. Like seriously, we've seen Blue Dot, we've seen Dan Anderson, but we need 1/3 pollster now. Una say no, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. No. No. And you say no on what grounds? Why do you say no? Give me a reason. Wait there, I'll see you. More showing us something else, you know. Boy, may I tell you now. The PNP is suffering in East Portland, guys. Me not ask you, no, I tell you no. That is the final thing I'm going to talk about here tonight. The PNP in East Portland is suffering severely. It will not work. It's not going to work. We don't make fake polls scary. Voila. All right. Every time they put out poll, a sign of panic attack. Comrades on Facebook using the poll to explain their support for Massa. What the hell? Be careful, you type about ice sprat, you know, make them confident, come say me over here, say ice sprat. See me, I repeat ice sprat. No talk so. Do me a beg you, come. Me no want nobody cause say. Me no want nobody cause say me a brand people as gear. Oh God. All right. Make we talk about East Portland, you know. I'm gonna tell you the facts about East Portland. You're correct about East. No man, the situation bad down there. Mr. Morris, the situation is very bad down at East Portland. Look here, so. Right here now in East Portland. Early in the game. For you see them have to carry Kartel go down there, you know trouble there. Vybz Kartel questions Isaac Buchanan about Portland's plans. This is all a part of the plan, you know. A part of the plan was that Kartel was going to make Isaac get the seat because of Kartel's popularity, tie up him face with the orange kerchief, carry him go conference, Vybz Kartel, as part of their plan, was supposed to be, or is supposed to be, Isaac's meal ticket to Parliament. But the truth of the matter is, it is not working because why? Vybz Kartel is not as influential as he was 13 years ago. He's not. He's just not. This has nothing to do with anything but the truth. Vybz Kartel is not as influential as he was 13 years ago. People are 13 years older. People who would have been, you know, who he would have been influential on, you know, young people, whatever. They're 13 years older now. You know, the whole case, you know, some people feel funny about Kartel since the case and stuff like that, you know? And while people may still like his music or like his musical talent, they'll listen to his music. They'll go to his concert probably. They will still say, you know, him is very talented. But when it comes to influencing them politically, I don't think Kartel has that kind of influence anymore. He may have had it years ago, but not today. It doesn't seem. So when we see this now, we're them bring in Kartel and them have Kartel talk about the politics. Me say, no man. For this start happening already, this is a sign of trouble. So I make a phone call. I know JP, you have the link all about because over here, so we say politics. So we have to have the link directly of whatever the topic so we can get the proper information. And based on my information gathering in East Portland, the rice not swelling. It not swell. And the member of parliament, I heard, is very comfortable. She's not worried at all. She's not at all worried. And if your opponent is not worried, then, you know, it's just not working. IRFM reported, quote, what are your plans for Portland? That was the question Vybz Kartel posed to ISAT's lawyer and the candidate for East Portland. Kartel, seemingly creating content for his online channel, prompted ISAT to share his agenda for the parish, which includes a focus on education, economic growth, entertainment, tourism. ISAT Buchanan is the PNP candidate for East Portland, currently held by the JLP's Anne-Marie Vybz, who has represented the constituency since 2019. So you can see that ISAT needs help now. Urgent. The urgency of now. Him need help now. Him need Kartel for help him show out some content. You're supposed to save the best for last, you know, because Kartel is the meal ticket. So if, in my view, and in my estimate, my calculation, if everything was going fine, ISAT would not have draw for Kartel at this stage in the game. He would have draw for Kartel when the Jamaica Labour Party call election. You don't agree with me, guys? No, just the truth. Kartel is a dancehall artist. If Kartel, to me, if Kartel did even could have been a viable political candidate, maybe 13 years ago he could have been, you know, a viable political candidate or somebody who could have persuaded politics 13 years ago. But that's just not the case today. It's just not. So the plan there, where ISAT has, I think he needs to abort that plan and find another plan if he wants to win. He cannot depend on Kartel to help him win. Trust me. Let me just tell you the truth. Let me just keep it 100% real and true with you. Let me just tell you this. When people see Kartel, they on PNP platform and I walk with ISAT and Rary. You know what the people them must say, guys? This is what I sip on social media with my eye. People talk it out of their mouth and people type it. The people them must say they lose off a Kartel because the biggest campaign against him during the time he was before the court, biggest campaign was run against him by PNP. I saw the people must say, and specifically by Peter Bunting. Mark Golding was right there beside him, campaigning against Kartel. Bunting called him evil. Bunting say him responsible for scamming. Bunting say him music is evil and downgrade woman and preach violence. And is what I say? The destructive elements of society. That was the campaign slogan that Bunting used when he was all over the place in the diaspora, telling the diaspora that me, as security minister, I am getting rid of the destructive elements of our society. And that destructive element is Vybz Kartel. And it's a victory for us that he is now in one of my correctional facilities in Jamaica. It is a victory. So the people must say, oh, Kartel for gone this so. And oh, Kartel for promote them. And I stand up beside of them. And I come try tell we now say, the very people them who bring him down, we must support them. How does that make? That's what the people them must say. That's what the people them must say. Me not tell a lie. Good night, doctor. So, you can't tell people, you can't try to persuade people politically if you come off as a hypocrite. You understand? So, in my humble opinion, Kartel should even make look here, him pay ISAT him money for defend him. ISAT can go on about him business now and go and go running campaign. And go and go use him bloggers and him vloggers if he have any to help promote him. Kartel should have just make the man do the work and make him go on. Even if you and him a friend, cannot no wrong if you're a liar friend. But the use when I don't know if Kartel can see this. I don't know. But the use where Kartel is allowing himself to be used by this guy who he paid to defend him, so he owes him nothing. Well, I'm assuming that he owes him nothing. Him shouldn't do that. Him shouldn't do that because when he's doing that now, people are questioning whether I really owe him. So what ISAT could have done, I'm going to give ISAT one little advice. Say if ISAT want to win, I want to appear as a viable candidate. Because right now, him don't look viable. And I just the truth we talk over here, so. ISAT need to get one group of people. Because when him a walk a two man, me see my walk with. Me don't really see my walk with no influential people in the constituency. So him probably need to get one group of people and do some organization. Politics is not about walking down the block and walking 2 blocks in the constituency and waving at people. No. Because when you do that now, people are going to diss you. I see one video where some people run where I sat. And I say, oh God. So what you have to do now, you get a school hall or you get a whatever hall you want to get. And then you have a meeting and you invite people. And like-minded people will come there to listen to you. Rather than you're walking on the street and you go heal up a labor right or somebody will feel a certain way about you. And they run your way and this and they record you. Once they record you and put that out there, done, you know. Because people are going to say, hey, look there. So you're better off having a meeting schedule and people come, and you get the word out there and people come there. Because you can walk down the street. Boy, I don't know them people look on politics, so yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know. Miss Beverly, me just a say, man. Me just a say. You believe it's deeper than that between the two of them? I don't understand. Because if Kartel pay off him lawyer bill, this a man not supposed to hound Kartel so. Between Isaac and the Undertaker, I feel like they can give Kartel a break, you know. Rest Kartel, man, him sick. Make Kartel go rest and, you understand, get him time by himself or with him fiance and him family. Rest the man now, man. The man now work for no man. And Kartel maybe can't even see what we are see right now, but them a pressure your Kartel. Oh God, man. No, sir. Him at the house to house campaigning. No, Andrew, do you believe that house to house campaigning is a good strategy for ISAT? You see, tomorrow, when I come on, I'm going to show you one video. When Damian Crawford touched down in East Portland the very first day, I'm going to show you that video there. Somebody was standing up on one upstairs place. Take them phone and record it and send it come give me. I'm going to show you. Is a sea of people come out there, come meet Damian Crawford and come out, come campaign. And when you see Isaac go up on the ground, you don't even see a fingernail compared to that. Because you have to have something to measure against, you know, to see what go on, you know. You see Damian now, yesterday, the welcome where Damian get and the fanfare where Damian get when he was down there. Damian can go house to house. Because him have the popularity on him side. And him have the influence. And when people say you have a whole heap of followers and a whole heap of, you understand? People are going more open to you and feel more comfortable with you. But a man like Isaac who not have that, what him for do, him cannot go house to house. People are going to look on him weird. People are going to get creep out. So what him have to do is go arrange and organize a meeting at a particular location, get the word out there, invite people to come and meet him. You have to know which lane for walking, I know, when you want to reach a destination. Him cannot walk in at the door-to-door lane right now. At least not right now, because him not have that kind of pull there. I sat a water down Kartel street credit. You think so? I don't know. And another thing too, you know. You see when you're too common, you see when you're popular, you can't make too much people have access to you, you know. You can't so easily accessible. You can't make people see you regular. Me I talk about when Buju come out of prison. Before Buju concert, at one time we see Buju. And when Buju come through the airport, I come home at Jamaica, we see Buju. We don't see Buju from that until the concert night. So there was a build-up, a curiosity, you know, and people were just anxious to see him and so forth. Them curious, oh, Buju gonna come, him still can perform, oh, him son and them something there. You know, so the anticipation, I think, is what brought out so many people. But when you come and you're regular and people are see you every minute, listen, man, people would rather watch you up on social media. Are the truth. So, me don't really know. You can't, you see, do we almost say Isa to approach politics? You cannot approach politics by way of depending on one individual to carry you. You know what I say, guys? You cannot approach politics. God forbid, suppose Kartel take down sick or dead tomorrow. What I set up do? He must have a plan of him own. You understand where I come from, guys? Uno nobody go talk say me I call down the dead or no sick pan Kartel now, you know. Uno know me not do that. I am just saying. Because anybody can drop down sick or dead tomorrow. I am saying, what if I sort of go in there with a plan as a politician of how he might go lower the people them to come listen to him, for interested in a way I say, for interested in how him going to replace the MP, what he's gonna do better and stuff like that. But from ISAT come out of the blocks, from him come out of the blocks, we can already see say a Kartel him a plan for use help him win. And also politics go. That's not how politics works. You have to have a plan of your own, and you have to plan to ride on your plan, not on another individual. I mean, along the way, if somebody were popular can give you a look of boots, you know, nothing wrong with that still. But what if they don't? What if there's no such person? You understand? You cannot make the primary, the central theme of your campaign or your aspiration be dependent on somebody else to catch you up. And that's how politics go. It's not so politics go. Anybody I advise ISA to no wrong. Wrong. And as a matter of fact, to tell you the truth, ISAT shouldn't even bother look for use Kartel. Tell you the truth. For the simple fact that Kartel doesn't come from out of prison. And, you know, it was a high profile case. You know, there was, it just not mixed with the politics right this minute. Don't get me wrong, you know, guys. You have, what the man named from over, remember that man there where they got prison with Puff Daddy when the incident in the club in New York? Shine come out of prison after 10 years. Shine's father was, I think his father was the prime minister for Belize. And I think Shine ended up being the opposition leader after he get deported and everything. So Mina say ISAT must write off Kartel, or I am not even saying society must write off Kartel. That is not my call. That's not my call. Any political party who want to take up Kartel and put him for representation, that is for them business, you know. They must know if that's what they want to do or whatever. You understand? But what I am saying is somebody who is so fresh out of prison, fresh out of a serious legal situation, you want to arrest them people right now. Uno two make case, man. Make Kartel rest, man. Give him look a breeze. Him have a show come up on them sitting there. But make him rest a little bit. Guys, you don't understand what I say? It too soon. It don't want come like say a long time from it come like say a long time. I sat a plan say, yo, when Kartel come a road, you know, and he me gonna make help me go parliament. That's how it looks. Just go on for your journey, man. Go on for your journey. You don't need for a draw Kartel for your go. No, sir. If you have sense here, man. I am wondering if his mother is advising him. She only got 2 votes in Central Kingston. Lord Jesus, me no know. Jamaica is a change place. Don't watch the nice PNP making every parish want to look like St. Thomas now. So you do the maths. All right. And as me talk about Shine story was a good story, you know, because you see Shine now, Shine was and still is a very talented youth. Shine does get mixed up with the wrong somebody at the wrong time. Because you see what happened? Him follow friend, their nightclub with Puff Daddy. When you see what happened with P. Diddy right now. P. Diddy look like same I got in prison right now. Because yesterday they didn't file 2 more lawsuits on him about sexual whatever. Anyway, Shine as a young man in at the club, something kick off in there, and boom, you got hear say him firearm and one heap of shooting and sitting. And you see what happened? Puff Daddy get off. The rest of people them go there with Puff Daddy get off. And Shine end up do 10 years. When him come out, him father right to the most of the governor of New York, all kind of something. So many people had sympathy for him and advocated for him, but he was deported. And him did have him green card, but he was not a citizen. And I think him did make a talk say what happened to him was just wrong of Puff Daddy because he was defending him. So him come out and I think him changed him religion while he was in there to like Judaism or something. And then he was even barred from going to the UK at one point. The UK wouldn't let him in the country when he come out of prison. And he was in Jerusalem for a while. I think he spent like 3 years in Jerusalem doing some religious thing. You understand? And then in his country, in Belize, he went back to Belize. He became opposition leader. And he spoke at some, before the war in Ukraine, I think he spoke at some religious gathering in Ukraine and stuff like that. So, you know, he got married, moved on with his life. So it's a good story in his case. He was somebody say him just mix up. He wasn't really a troublemaker. I remember all me too, yeah man. Some people are just destruction, you know. Go around them and things reach you and, you know, in his case, Shine wasn't really a bad guy, to be honest with you. You know, so I think he actually got a visa to come back America. Because he visited America, I believe, during COVID when he want to sit and say he was visiting America. Yes. That's an interesting statement. Miss Evelyn said, good night, Miss Evelyn. Miss Evelyn said neither Kartel nor ISAT don't belong in politics. I don't disagree with you, Miss Evelyn, tell you the truth. I don't know if Kartel time would have passed. Maybe before this whole thing, when he was more influential, maybe if him did say, no, what? Me I get dance all a break. Me I go in a politics. Cause remember him sing 1 and 2 song where he might talk about the plight of the community and people are really. So maybe if them time there, if him they decide say him a leave dancehall and him a go in a politics, maybe them time the Kartel would have stand a chance, because him did influential to a degree, among the dancehall, the ghetto people and the people them who would have got there go vote. Him did influential them time there. Before the whole sideshow, when he was just doing music and things like that. Now, as for ISAT, I honestly 100% agree with you. I don't think ISAT is fit for politics. I don't. Because ISAT has said some things more than once where it really have to make you wonder, is this guy serious, The thing he said on CVM TV about Jamaicans and monkey and the language he used toward Paula Llewellyn, which an adult, you don't have to say that to somebody to disagree with them. You can say you disagree with somebody and state all the reasons why you disagree with them. But when you have a quote a lyrics against a woman that was so denigrating, it just make you look unintelligent, vile. You don't need to do that. Politics, we need mature people in politics. So I've heard some utterances where, I don't think he's fit for politics at all. 100% agree with you on that. Yeah, man. So right now, somebody say I sort of take with Kartel street credit. Boy, I don't know, yeah, man. I don't know about me. Maybe have a point, Maybe you have a point. I don't know. Who is coming back? He's coming back, don't worry. I was so shocked that night when he angled Paula. Yeah, man. That was totally out of line. And you know what's sad? Mr. People at the time did that defend him. Not a lot of people. Just a couple of people. I defend what him say. I said, Jesus have mercy, man. You can't disagree with a woman. Nobody now force if you agree with Paula. You have a right to disagree with her, no? She's a prosecutor, you's a defense attorney. Most of the time, prosecutors and defense attorneys don't even see eye to eye anyway. So you could have simply state the reasons why you don't agree with her. But when you have to say what you say, and they all come say about, I was just quoting a lyrics from Vybz Kartel. You're wrong, man. You're disgusting, to be honest, for doing that. But him say apologize. But you can't be making the same mistake so many times. You sit on TV And what you gonna say about Jamaican people and monkey and them something? Why you do that? You know, no respect for the people them broadcasting thing there and them something. They have to think before you do things, you know. So for the politics now, we need mature people, honest people, people who respect other people, people who are sensitive, you know, to certain things, people who have human compassion, and people who have decorum. It takes decorum to, you know, be in politics and be seen as a viable politician. You can't just go about it any kind of way, understand? So that is it, guys. Me no know. This is one of the seat them in Jamaica where all eyes are gonna be on for various reasons, you know. With Anne-Marie Vaz and them things here. But we'll see. We can already see very clearly that the fanfare, I mean, to be very honest with you, anybody who will go East Portland, if they can get the support and the fanfare what Damian Crawford did get, are better, it just don't make no sense. It does not. And mind you, that happened when Rise United them claimed to say Peter Phillips is unpopular. Now Mark Golding is there as the leader, because you know them are going to say within the political party, the leader has to do with how people view the party, whatever. Now with Mark Golding there, a much, much less unpopular person, is that affecting the response or lack thereof of the people to ISAT and other PNP candidates? That's something to think about. I think we better talk about that tomorrow, though. Is Mark Golding negatively affecting the PNP candidates because of his unpopular, because he's just not connecting with the people? You know what I say? We can discuss that tomorrow, if nothing else comes up. But guys, hit the like button. Let us come back for another late night tomorrow. Congratulations, Dr. Clark. We're proud of you. All the nice, decent, good-hearted people them are very proud. Paulwell said Nigel Clark has served with distinction, and I think all the people who were present in the parliament yesterday would all agree. So, thank you for joining, guys. Make sure you tap up the like button. Make sure you share this. And come back tomorrow so we can chat again. Take care of yourselves. Thank you for joining.
I have never voted for a Democrat, but this year I am proudly casting my vote for Vice President Kamala Harris.
It is a joining of the most formidable movement, political movement in Jamaica. This is the movement of the people of Jamaica.
To put our country first before party, country first before political ambition.
Hey. Move out my way.